Hi guys, I'm Aishah Sinclair.
And I'm Jason Leong.
Now our final challenge was to climb Mount Kinabalu. So here's our story, our experience for you.
So we took a flight 2 hours to Kota Kinabalu. We reached there, then we took a 2-hour bus ride to Kinabalu Park.
Yep.
At that time, the weather was already very cold. It was 10 degrees Celsius and it was raining really heavily. So we got quite nervous as to whether we can actually climb Mount Kinabalu the next day. So we woke up the next morning and the rain had not stopped at all.
No, it hadn't. We were very hopeful that we could go up. We were already thinking, oh no, what if we couldn't? What's the plan B? But I think we waited till about 10 plus. And we finally got clearance to climb the mountain. So we set off on our journey.
We can start our journey?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a 6-hour hike up to Laban Rata, which was 6 kilometers up. I remember I almost gave up at several checkpoints. I wanted to give up because it was so tiring and my thighs were screaming.
There were points where there was this little rock. Remember that little rock face you had got?
The winds were so strong and it was raining. It started to rain.
And I remember the wind blowing and thinking, oh my God, this is insane. Little did we know that that was just, you know, the tip of the iceberg.
So we arrived at Laban Rata at 6 p.m. In the evening.
Yep. And then so we all got settled in. We packed our bags, ready for the next day.
We were told that the past 4 days, the gates to the summit had been blocked because the weather was so bad, no one had been able to climb up.
So that was a bit discouraging, you know, because we all came, and the entire crew came with a mission, and then we knew we had the goal and we wanted to succeed, obviously. Our guide did say that, okay, you know what? So far, the gates are open. We've gotten clearance to go, but let's just try it. Let's see how it goes. We're about to start. The weather's still really bad, but we're still going to proceed.
So, wish us luck.
Okay. See you.
Okay, see you.
So we went up at 2:30 a.m. in the morning.
It was dark in darkness, complete darkness. So we had to rely on our headlamps.
And it's really scary. And there were certain points in the climb where we had to climb on the edge of the mountain and the winds was blowing very strongly.
Do you know what? It was a good thing though. It was in pitch darkness because we couldn't see how high up we were.
Yeah.
Because it was so misty, it was so foggy, and it was so dark and windy, it seemed like we were in the middle of nowhere, honestly. And it was getting windy, and the mist it felt like it was rain, but it wasn't. So we were beginning to get wet. We were waiting behind this big rock for the rest of the team to come. And the longer we waited, the harder it was to start. Again, we were starting to discuss that. Look, you know what, are we going to continue? Yeah. Is this getting a bit too dangerous for us? Because yes, we've got a task at hand, but we've also got to, you know, make sure everybody remains safe. And then suddenly it seemed like the wind had stopped, the clouds had parted, and there was sun, and we could see a little bit of blue sky. the whole way up to the summit, you know, I just took one step at a time, small steps, and I just made me look down because it was very rocky. I didn't want to fall and injure myself, or you know, it was scary. So I took one small step, and then I realized we were starting to go uphill, and it was beginning to get a little bit rockier. And then Fazli said, "Aishah, look up. There's the peak." And it was amazing, and I obviously was brought to tears because what kept me going also throughout was thinking of my daughter. See, I'm going to cry again. It was just thinking of my two girls at home, and you know, just I think we went through so much, and it was just, for me, it was that mental challenge, and emotionally too.
I was very, very tired, and I nearly passed out. I'm actually crawling on the rocks, like on the floor, almost crying. And I didn't have time to think about the surroundings because I nearly blacked out. It was that tough. I've never been more exhausted in my whole life. So I was there, and then I took a photo with, you know, with the Anlene thing, and then with the surroundings. It's very, very nice.
Stretch your limits. Woo! We did.
I'm really thankful that I got the opportunity to do this in a very real way, which something which I did not expect prior to this. Anlene has really stretched my limits because now what I can do has become a lot more.
I hope this acts as a little inspiration and motivation to everyone, all of you guys watching, that yes, you can do it too. To the guys the unsung heroes of Mount Kinabalu are the porters and the guides, and the people who make sure that everybody who climb this mountain are safe. You know what, thank you so much to them too. And thank you so much to all of you guys who have been following our journey. We do hope that you enjoyed yourself. I do hope that you've made small changes throughout your everyday life, you know, making sure that you keep active and stretch your limits every single day.